G'day guys, today we're having a look at a great little rifle from Sauer. This is the 202 model, they call this the hardwood. I've been using this rifle for a couple of years with great effect. This one's chambered in 9.3 by 62. I bought this for Samba, predominantly walking them up. I needed, where I hunt, it's mountainous, it's wet, it's cold. You get a lot of debris and stuff, so I wanted something that was all-weather. I opted for the bright orange stock. This is a multi-stock rifle and a multi-barrel rifle, so you can switch out the barrels of different calibers. You can switch out the stocks depending on what you want. There's a nice synthetic black one, there's nice timber and stuff as well. It's super compact. I wanted something that was nice and pointable and short to get through that thick scrub, and this fits the bill. It's a 18-inch barrel. Overall, this rifle is under a meter. It comes in about 97 centimeters, so it's very compact. It shoulders very well. In fact, when you've got it on your shoulder, you won't have any barrel even coming over the shoulder. I'll give you a little look at that. Predominantly that's because of the swivel loop up here, but you can see when that's shouldered, it doesn't pop up at all. So great if you're mounting it on a backpack, or if you're trying to get through that kind of scrub and always getting hooked up. This is a great little rifle to get around that problem that us Samba stalkers seem to have. The 9.3 itself has been fantastic on the Samba, as well as the reds. I've taken quite a few reds with it as well, and yeah, it's performing really well in this particular setup. We'll start down the front here. This model in particular has the barrel loop up here so that you can mount way up the front, but it still has the swivel loop as standard on the front of the forestock there. Also the one down the bottom. The way I use this backpack strap on this rifle, so I've got it mounted to the side port here, which allows the rifle to stay flat against your back, so you're not getting anything kind of digging in your back, which is quite handy. The open sights on this rifle are some of they are the best factory open sights I've ever had on any rifle. I do like open sights. Where I hunt generally, you scope fowls a lot, so for the most part, if it's starting off wet in the morning, I use these Leopold QD mounts. It zeroes perfectly. I just put that scope in my backpack, lives in there until the sun comes out or it stops raining, and I'll give you a closer look at these open sights. They're all metal. It's all metal. There's no plastic in here. It's got a really aggressive V here, painted yellow, and then you've got some optic fiber down on the bottom, and it's a very oversized dot. I think that's a 2 MOA dot down there, and for deer, it's ideal. Yeah, like I said, zeroing with this is the standard plates that came with the rifle. I've not had any issues. Effective range, I never really intend to shoot out past 200 with this. I've been down at the range, and to be honest, 100 meters is absolutely awesome. 150 is reaching, 180 you start to see a bit of a drop off with the 9.3. I'd be comfortable taking deer size targets out to 200, but really not much past that. I've only shot one at around the 200 mark, and all the others have always been around 100 meters or less. So yeah, this is kind of, if you're looking for a cross gully rifle, then I'd say look for something else. But certainly as a driven hunt gun, hound hunting, or walking them up like I do most of the time, this has been a fantastic companion for me. The trigger group on this is a little bit unique. Probably my favourite feature with this whole thing is the safety mech. Now this is a push button safety, so the thumb position on top here, you press down and that's now on safe, and you would have noticed that this popped through. So when you put your finger in here, you just push it up and it's ready to go. You can see here, you just push it up and push it back down for safe. Now it's not susceptible to getting snagged or tripped with a stick or anything like some of the other safeties are. I find this one, it's very quiet, and if you're open sights and you're close to a deer, that's really important for me. So that's what I really liked about that. It's silent, absolutely silent. There's no click and no clunk. The trigger itself is a nice, as you expect with a Sauer, it's absolutely beautiful and crisp at 3 pounds. So it's very, very responsive. There's no creep whatsoever. I haven't touched that trigger. It's been fantastic out of the box, and I wouldn't ask for anything better, so I've just left it as is. The magazine, it's got a nice feature on it. It's you can push up here and lock. It can't pull out. Push it down, and now it will release. Magazine construction. It's a part polymer, part steel. Very good, positive feed. Can't complain that at all. That's a straight stacker, obviously, and you can put 5 in there and 1 in the spout. 5 in here is absolutely fine. Sample for what I do. The bolt. Looking at the bolt, it's again with a Sauer, you wouldn't expect anything less. Super, super slick. Very, very positive ejection, positive feed. I've never ever had, with a range of ammo, any issue feeding or ejecting from this. Take a little closer look at it. The button to eject is on this side. That she comes. It's quite a chunky little bolt. You've got your indicator down here for when you're cocked. You can see there's a nice, it tapers back into a nice 6 locking lugs there. Again, it's coated, I think they call it a Laflon or something like that. It's a bit like Teflon. So they've coated all this stuff for weather resistance, and I've had this in some really bad stuff, and it's bashed and bruised. Like, you look at all the marks on my scope and chips and dints or whatever. There's not one scratch or one mark on this. It's this coating that they've got on it. It's very, very robust. I absolutely love the coating that they've put over this kind of thing here. But yeah, all in all, if you haven't seen a 202, go and check them out. They're a great sambar gun. Sauer have come out with a few newer models that sit underneath this one. They're different in a lot of ways, so I would, as an entry level, I would say this would be the entry level Sauer that I would jump up to. It's worth saving up a little bit more to get these features in there. But yeah, all in all, check them out. Sauer 202. It's a great little setup for your deer.